Hey guys, how's it going? So, I want to talk about the UFC heavyweight division. Oh boy. I know that this is kind of a dead horse. This is something that people have been talking about for the last several years about how much the division has gone downhill. But we've kind of got the three fucking horsemen of shit heavyweight fights. Very recently, dude. We've gotten Jailton Almeida in this last fight night, which fucking sucked. I don't know any good way to word that. We got fucking Tai Tuivasa at UFC 325. And then we got Derek Lewis at UFC 324. Holy shit, did each one of those fights suck. I mean, seriously, dude. The Jailton Almeida fight was essentially just Jailton Almeida doing nothing the entire time and trying to cage fuck his opponent. Like, holy shit, that was a bad fight. The Tai Tuivasa fight was almost equally as bad. Almost equally as bad. It was your classic heavyweight slugfest, He gassed out 15 minutes in the books, and both of them looked like they had just got done running a fucking marathon. But again, just a shit fight. No technique. I mean, I find it crazy humorous how you go back, Tai Tuivasa's in the back, he hasn't done his walkout yet, he's in the back, they're showing him hitting pads, and literally all this motherfucker was doing when he was hitting pads was 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Like, is that the extent of your ability, Tai Tuivasa? Like, what the hell are you doing? That's not impressive, right? And then we had Derek Lewis, who, oh, fuck me, Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis essentially went out there, only threw overhands, was hoping that he would get lucky with Salsa Boy, trips on his own fat ass feet, falls down, and just sits there and lets Salsa Boy beat the shit out of him. The fuck? Dude, I'm so pissed off, man. Just those three fights. Just back to back to back shit fights from heavyweight. Shit fights. And again, I get that none of these guys have been super big names. I mean, Tai Tuivasa, I don't think anyone's ever looked at Tai Tuivasa and said, this is going to be someone who's going to be the next world champion. I get that. But Jailton Almeida and Derek Lewis, Jailton Almeida has been someone that the UFC community has constantly gone back and referenced when I have these conversations and I say, heavyweight sucks. They're like, oh, but what about Jailton Almeida? He sucks. Like, as proven by this fight. Sucks. Boring fight style. Not a very good jiu-jitsu guy. Right? Couldn't even get the fight to the ground. Against an average opponent. Couldn't even get the fight to the ground. Made very little attempt to get the fight to the ground. Then you have Derek Lewis. I want to tell you guys something. I find it crazy. People are like, oh, well, he's old. He was never super good. Derek Lewis beat Francis Ngannou. Like, this is the guy who beat Francis Ngannou, has the most knockouts in UFC history, and when he falls down, he just sits there and allows himself to get the shit beaten out of him, dude. So fucking pissed I can't even talk. Like, the fuck? I think I can name, off the top of my head, 4 heavyweights who are good in the division right now. Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane, Alexander Volkov, and Curtis Blades. That's it. There's 4 good heavyweights. Everyone else is either too old to do shit, or they're just morbidly obese. That's probably the part that pisses me off the most. I'm going to go back to the Tai Tuivasa fight. Tai Tuivasa cut down from 330 fucking pounds to 265. That's insane, dude. That's fucking crazy. Right? You shouldn't have to cut weight to fight at heavyweight. I'm sorry, you shouldn't. No more than 10 pounds. 10, 15 pounds. Why is Tai Tuivasa walking around morbidly obese, cutting weight? God, dude, it just pisses me off so much, man, because he sucks. there's no kind way to word it. He should be cut from the division. And I don't even have anything with him against him necessarily as a person, but he's lost his last 5 fucking fights, dude. You know, I mean, I think it's 6 now. Like, holy fuck. There has to come a point where you cut him. Right? Like, yeah, it fucking pisses me off, dude. And then, of course, we've got the fact that literally the only 2 guys who I would say are good are about to have their second title fight. Somehow, Cito Gane is about to get his 4th title shot, right? Because he fucking shooted Tom Aspinall's face like it was a goddamn bowling ball and shoved his fingers knuckle deep in his eye sockets. But that's a different conversation. You know, the 2 good guys are the champion and the number 1 ranked. And again, like I said, you have Curtis Blades, you have Alexander Volkov, but those guys are just average, right? Neither of these guys are someone who I would say are, you know, I mean, Tom Aspinall's already beaten Alexander Volkov. And it sucks. It's so sad because it's mostly the UFC's fault. It really is. It's mostly Dana White's fault that heavyweight is such ass. Firstly, he treats his champion like shit. I mean, his champion got poked in the eyes. You know, whether you think he was losing the fight or not should be irrelevant. Eye pokes are a big fucking problem in the UFC right now, but again, that's another video. You gotta have some level of, oh shit, I feel bad for this guy. Right? Oh shit, this guy just got fucking fingered. I feel bad for him. Nah. He fucking, I don't fucking know. Don't ask me about Tom Aspinall. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on Tom Aspinall. You know, you better get a statement from him. Dana White, shut your bald ass up. Holy fuck. You can at least show some sympathy for your fighter. Second, he pays people like shit. Like, the biggest problem with heavyweight is the talent pool is just not deep enough. Right? The guys who are big enough to compete in heavyweight, the guys who are really good physical specimens, they're either going over to football, they're going over to boxing, or honestly, they'd make more money doing kickboxing or Muay Thai even. So the UFC is like last resort. They don't want to go to the UFC. Right? They'd much rather go play football. They'd much rather go and do boxing, where they're going to make a shit ton of money. And I can't blame them, because the UFC pays them like shit. It's just so sad, dude. Like, you know, the UFC heavyweight division used to be the best division. You know, we had John Jones, who is a fuck-ass person, but he was really good. We had Stipe Miocic. You know, we had Cain Velasquez. We had, you know, Don Fry, my boy. We had, you know, just so many really, really, really good guys who would go out there and put on banger fights, who would put on crazy entertaining fights. You know, you had Daniel Cormier. You had just, again, the average caliber of the heavyweight division. It was a stacked division. The downfall of the heavyweight division is it actually needs to be studied. Like, how do you fuck up a division that bad, dude? That's crazy. So, again, it's just, this video is literally just going to be me yapping, me ranting about the heavyweight division, and, yeah, dude, it's kind of unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, the fall from grace that heavyweight has had, and I truly do wish that there was a little bit more desire by Dana White to actually promote fighters, to actually give his fighters the resources that they need to promote themselves, and actually, like, try to fix the fucking heavyweight division. Like, holy shit, dude. Stop sitting there watching women slap each other in the face and actually do your fucking job, right? Yeah, that's it for today, boys. If you enjoy hearing me yap about random shit, drop a like, subscribe, does help me out a ton. I'll catch you boys in the next one.